Welcome back. So today we're gonna be making eggplant curry. So first of all, you need five to six garlic cloves, and I just chop them in little tiny pieces, as you can see. And then next off, you need eggplant. I just used one eggplant. I just sliced it just like this size. And then the next ingredient that you need is tomato. I just chopped one tomato, chop it really nicely, and then one onion, chopped really nicely, like diced onion. Okay, so this is most of the ingredients. These are the main ingredients that we need for the eggplant curry. So let's get right into it. We need a nice pan like this, and I'm gonna turn the heat to full heat. I'm just gonna let the pan get hot for about 2 minutes. 4 tablespoons of oil. I know it looks like a lot, but it's not going to be when it's all cooked in. Put in 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. So you're gonna let it nicely cook. It's gonna start flying around the mustard seeds. Just be careful, but just keep on sauteing it. 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds if you have it. I don't have it, but it'll taste even better. We're gonna add 2 chilies in there. It doesn't have to be this big, but you're just gonna lightly let the oil kind of cook. I should have used a bigger pot. If you guys have a round pot, it's much more better and everything just won't come splashing out. Fenugreek seeds, you can add that also, just a teeny tiny bit, just like I put in here, and just keep sauteing it until the mustard seeds and the fenugreek seeds start getting a little brown and stuff. You can now add your chopped onions. The chopped onions are just gonna go right in. If you feel like you need more oil, then use as much oil as you want. Just like that, we're just gonna stir it. Stir it until it gets nice and crispy brown. If you guys see them getting a little bit brownish, the onions, you can add in about 4 to 5 curry leaves and just saute that in. It's a big chili because it was just in my way a lot, but after your coriander leaves are nice and sauteed for about 1 to 2 minutes, you can add your garlic. Okay, I'm just going to now toss that in there. If you have scallops, onion scallops, then you can add about 15 of those. It will, I don't know, just make a bigger batch, I guess. But I feel like this is good enough for me, and this much onion is going to make the taste nice and good. But if you don't want to cut your garlic, that's fine. If you want big garlics in there, that's perfectly fine also. I know some people prefer doing that. And just keep on sauteing this. Keep mixing this in, guys, for about 5 minutes, and then we can add our tomato in. Now it's time to add our chopped onions into there. And you should hear that sizzle. That means it's nice and ready. And just stir that in. Add 2 teaspoons of salt and mix that in nicely. And 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Mix that in nicely. You shouldn't see any orange anywhere after you nicely mix it into everything. 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Add it nicely. If you guys don't like spice a lot, just add half a teaspoon of chili powder. Mix that in nicely everywhere, and just let it cook. We need 2 teaspoons of coriander powder. Nicely mix that in. And mix that in nicely, just to let everything cook, and it should all just be incorporated in there. 2 teaspoons of sambar powder, and mix that all in there until you can't see any of the powders that we just added. Add 1 cup of water to this. Mix it all well. It starts to look a little weird now, but trust me, it'll be good. So I just put my eggplants in the water for about 5 minutes, and then after your curry is nicely cooked, we can strain this and we can put it in the curry. Now I'm just gonna add our eggplants in there. Oops. Just mix the eggplant in. I'm gonna add about 2/4 cups of water, and I'm just going to mix that in there, and then we're just gonna close it off with the lid for about 7 to 10 minutes. So the eggplants can cook nicely, as you can tell. If you guys can see how the oil is kind of separating from the curry, you can add in about 1 cup of thick tamarind water, and you just want to mix that in very, very nicely. If your eggplant has cooked, you can just squish it, and if it like squishes, then the eggplant is all cooked. I can like chop it into a million different pieces, and it's all cooked. Okay, so you want to nicely stir until it's like this condition. So now you guys can taste it and see if you guys need any like extra salt, extra seasoning or anything. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take about a spoon of jaggery, or you can add palm sugar. And this is just to basically to balance all the flavors in together. So make sure to just mix it up in there and incorporate it everywhere. I'll add some chilies and some curry leaves, and that is your final curry. This is how it's gonna taste, guys. Thank you so much for watching. A little bit of a taste. You can add like a tiny bit of milk or a little bit of yogurt, just like a spoon, and it'll taste even better.